Welcome back to Focus on Southeast. I'm Dan Woods, General Manager of KRCU Public Radio. We're talking today with Southeast President Carlos Vargas. Okay, Dr. Vargas, we have questions submitted by faculty, staff, and students. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. The first one is from Chris Gurka. He's the professor of music in the music department at Southeast, and his question is, what's your favorite opera?
Okay. Well, that's interesting that he asked me for that, because I do have a favorite opera. Okay. I listen to operas on and off, and actually the one that I really love is called Cavalleria Rusticana by Mascagni. And there is something about that particular opera that just captivates me, and it's one of the few, and probably this is why it's my favorite, it's one of the few that that every movement I love. Every movement of that opera is just wonderful, and so there are other operas that I've listened to, you know, in Emmett Figaro. Wagner has many operas. Of course, Wagner has operas that are
very
many
long
hours in duration, but where I like certain parts of it and maybe not so much others and all that. And Cavalleria Rusticana is just, every piece, every movement of it is wonderful. So if you have a chance, listen to it. It's just incredible.
Okay, the second question is from Daryl. He's a theater acting major. He's a junior. His question, is there a way we can better schedule general education classes to better accommodate the arts majors? Because sometimes it's hard, I guess, to get back and forth from the main campus to the river campus. That's his question.
Well, I appreciate that, actually, that question, because that is along the lines of the kinds of things that I worry about. How do we facilitate students making progress towards their degree? And so what I can tell you is that I am going to be looking into that. I want to get more information and learn a little bit more about what the challenges are and what kinds of opportunities we have for simplifying and making it easier for the students to do that. Clearly, when you go from one place to the other, it just takes time, and so I appreciate that question. I'm going to be looking into it. I don't really have a specific answer. General education classes, they're very different. You find every single discipline may have one. You have philosophy, you have history, geography, you know, math, and all that. And so, how do we do it in such a way that we make it easier for those students to take those classes? Is something that I'm going to be looking at, and maybe in the next opportunity that we have to talk, we can try to provide some feedback on that, if that's okay.
Okay. And the last one is from Mary. She teaches in the Department of Music. If you had an opportunity to be a teacher for a day, what course would you teach?
Okay, well, that's a good one. I was thinking about it now, and actually, certainly I love teaching physics, but something that I think I have a good way about to teach is math. I enjoy teaching math because I think that I can help students get over this fear that they have sometimes. My own daughter one time told me, "Dad, I wasn't born to do math." And I went like, "Wow, what did you say?" So we took care of that, by the way.
Yeah.
But I think physics and math are probably two areas that I would like to teach. And I've been teaching in the past. When I was a provost at my prior institution, I used to teach a lab, physics lab, every semester for a number of semesters. There's one that I really think would be a great general education course, which I would call it the history of science or history of physics. I think you can learn a lot of physics if you take a course on the history of physics, and it's wonderful because very often you find that it was serendipity that actually was a result of a discovery that has caused transformation in science, and so it's nice for students to see how scientists operate sometimes. That it really is just being curious rather than really knowing necessarily a lot. It's just curiosity that really sometimes fuels the discoveries that we have. So I like that. And math, of course, I really enjoy.
We got a few minutes left. I want to ask you, usually in the fall, the State of the University is delivered. It's like the State of the Union, but we've got about a minute left. What would you say the state of Southeast Missouri State University is? today?
Well, I think it's great to begin with. That's a brief answer. And when we go, that the State of the University address that we're going to be having in the near future, we're going to be talking about some of the goals that we have that are very specific. But also I'm going to talk a little bit in detail about what I see the university being like and how I see we can grow and take that next step that we need to take to make sure that the university becomes, again, that destination school that I've been talking about.
Dr. Vargas, it's been a pleasure to talk with you.
Thank you very much, Dan. It's very good to see you again.
Always
Thank
fun.
you.
Focus on Southeast is a collaboration of KRCU Public Radio and the Department of Mass Media at Southeast Missouri State University. And just a reminder that these portions of these monthly conversations with Dr. Vargas will be broadcast on KRCU and are also available as a podcast in iTunes and the NPR One app, which is available in your app store. I'm Dan Woods, General Manager of KRCU Public Radio. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next time for Focus on Southeast.